tap the table too much, but other than that, we're good. All right. 3, 2, 1.
Come on by. Welcome to the TheSuperPpodcast, episode 33, season number 4. It is I, Polo Parata, here with you today, and Jay Flatbush is here.
What's good?
And an old friend of mine's, old, new, old, young. You know,
Right.
he's all of the above. So Jay,
What's good?
how you doing?
I'm pissed off, man.
Okay, you can tell us why.
I got an announcement to make, man. Last night I was at Applebee's, Union, New Jersey, and it's literally the worst service I ever had at a fucking restaurant. And then I look at Pusha T, and he over here dissing McDonald's. You know what I mean? And I think I might have to dust off my pen. I ain't write a lyric in 25 years. I am not a rapper, but dusting off the pen, and I'm dropping a diss record against Applebee's next week. Matter of fact, I might need you to ghostwrite that for me, man. Right. But yo, I get to the Applebee's, right? It's 4 of us. We sitting down, we drinking. They give us frozen margaritas. The shit tastes like Sunny Delight, bro. No alcohol in it whatsoever. They bring out the hot wings. Shit is fucking ice cold. They bring out the meal. Yo, nothing was cooked, bro. It was all cold. It was like they didn't even give us food. They gave us ingredients, and it was like, go ahead and heat that shit up your own self. Like, what the fuck? So, yeah, man, I got beef with Applebee's, so that's where we at right now.
No, they was fucking with you.
They was fucking with us, man.
Real time.
And you know what's funny? The server, it wasn't even his fault. He was apologizing. I felt bad for him, man. Nobody gave a fuck at that Applebee's. I kind of respect it, though.
You respect it?
I respect it. You know, if I worked at Applebee's, I wouldn't give a fuck either.
Right. Well, the only thing that I'm going to say is go out to Sotheby's and see Danny Cortez.
Word. Shout out to Danny.
That's the artist I manage. We have 4 miniatures out there. If you got some money, bid on them. The auction ends on Tuesday, so you still got time. And yeah, that's all I've been doing. I've been busy doing that. And
that's what's up.
Yeah. Let's
So that's been public. You managing Danny now?
Yeah.
Is that public?
Yeah. I mean,
that's what's up. You know, congratulations.
For the people that need to know, they know, and if you don't, you don't know. I mean,
okay,
it's still moving forward. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
But anyway, we do have a guest. Very talented friend of mine. He rhymes, he writes. Apparently he cooks. You know, that I just found out 2 seconds ago. Mr. Manolo Rose is here.
Yo, what up, man?
What's up, man? I haven't seen you in so long, with COVID and everything.
Yeah.
So, yeah, first of all, just, how you doing? Welcome to the show. Thank you for taking your time to come out to our podcast.
Definitely.
And yeah, how you been?
I'm great, man. Just chilling, working, having fun, living life. You know, same old.
Yeah, I like the new thing you have, DVD raps.
Yeah, the DVD raps.
I got a couple of, you usually have 3 or 4 like that I got to play over and over again.
Yeah.
So again, you got, what I'm saying, you did it again, bro. Like, how does it feel to finally be out there again?
It felt good. I had to fall back a little bit, just label issues and things like that. And sometimes the business of making music is like terrible. You know what I'm saying? And it's very draining, like artistically.
Is there anything you could get like into details with? I don't want you to put anything out there you ain't comfortable with, but
I mean, yeah, it's like it's just the process of like when things can come out, how things come out. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like this, boom. Say you do something, you record. You're recording consistently all the time, right? Like myself, I have my own studio, my own spot, so I don't really need, you know what I mean, somebody to give me a budget for recording. I can do that on my own, right? So I record, you record and everything, but then it's like you have to go back, submit that stuff, and then they have to be like, all right, well, this has to come out, or this can come out XYZ time and date because you got 10 other people that has to come out at the same time.
Right.
You feel me? So now it's like, I don't want to wait because because like even the things, like that's why I learned to even stop making time referencing things where it's like, because
you talking about on the record, right? Like something that dates the record.
Because now it's like you don't know, you feel me? So, but then you also learn that you put these things out as your own mixtapes and things like that. So now you kind of got to circumvent that. But then, but then that kind of turns it back into you like being independent and you doing it on your own. You feel me? So it's like, I don't know, things like that, Then when you're trying to get out of these contracts, it's just like, it's a hassle.
Yeah.
Because then the person don't want to let you out the contract. You know what I'm saying?
So are you independent now or nah?
Yeah, you could say, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm moving as such, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying? I can't even get out of the deal that I'm in, but they not stopping me from putting nothing out. So I don't really, that's why I don't badmouth them because you ain't stopping it. So it's like, you know what I mean? Whatever, you know what I mean? But just going through those things and those growing pains and then that process within itself, and it's not even like it's a bad deal where it's like you getting cheated. Nah, it's not like that. But it's just the process of putting the music out and doing those. That shit is so like, it's just too much red tape and fucking
you got too many
bullshit.
Chefs in the kitchen.
Yeah, it's too many, and it's too many fucking like hurdles you got to jump over in order to do so. So that shit kind of make it very discouraging on like for that. I could just go over here and just put shit out when I feel like putting shit
exactly.
Out, you know what I'm saying? Which is even better, you know what I mean? But that's what I'm saying. So they ain't stopping me. So I just be like,
well, let me ask you, what's the purpose of a label now in 2022? Really, when everybody is their own media company, everybody is their own marketers now. Like, what does the label really give you now?
In all honesty, the things you like, for instance, right? The people you see consistently the most online is because it's backed by a label.
Right. So they putting like maybe,
you understand what I'm saying? Like see, people say like people have this misconception that you don't need the label today because it's like you can put your own, you're on Instagram, you can talk to people directly and all of these things, but it's not really true. Like that's like a myth. That's a myth that people are now placing and putting out there. But in reality, the people who's really making getting the biggest bags and it's because they backed by a label.
Backed by a label, yeah.
And even the dudes that tell you like, oh, I'm doing this on my own, they not. You feel me? They saying that, but they lying because if you really go look into it, it's like, there's a label there. You understand what I'm saying?
It's funny you mention that because you see all these cats, they blow up first on the internet.
Right.
And you're like, you hear the same thing. Don't nobody need a label. But as soon as they blow up on the internet, they run to a label.
Bro, majority of the time before they even blew up, they blew up on a label because they blew up on the internet because they already on the label.
Right.
See, that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. It's a myth. It's like the biggest misconception that's happening right now. It's like this. About time you're seeing it, about time it's crossing your desk, your timeline, and coming from certain people, and you're like, damn, this joint blowing up. Who is this person? That dude is already on the label. That's why it's now me coming across your desk.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? People don't realize that. They don't know that, but they because the ill thing about what's going on is that we're unaware. You know what I'm saying? As to what's really happening. So being that we unaware what's really going on, we sit there and we say things like, damn, son just blew up. He ain't need nobody. It's like, yo, I got a prime example. I seen a dude arguing for like NBA Youngboy, like NBA Youngboy, you know what I'm saying? Look at him, he blew up. He got doing all these numbers on YouTube. Woo, he ain't need nobody. I'm like, NBA Youngboy has a deal.
Yeah,
but
does.
It's not publicized until now when he having issues with his label, and he like, yo, I'm tired of this shit. But it's like people really thought and believed in their mind that this dude just and went up and all these numbers is on YouTube and he doing all these numbers, and it's like, nah, he got a deal. So they're now literally being that the new thing is like, oh, I'm independent. They now use that as a marketing tool. That's a new marketing tool.
Yeah. Yeah.
You feel
When
me?
they not really,
Right. I see. I was on.
It's like back in the day when you got shot. That they used that as a marketing tool.
You know what I mean? So now being independent is a new marketing tool. Being mad at your label is a new marketing tool.
Yeah.
I was on a joint and they told me, yo, say you just upset with the label and you dropping it today.
Get the fuck
so
out.
So you writing that like, yo, I'm tired of these niggas, man. I just want to come out. I just want to put my shit out. They holding me back. Fuck that. If they don't, I'm just put the shit out right now. And they like, and people jump on there and be like, yo, word, drop your shit, bro. Fuck them niggas. And you get so much of that and you just put it out. They don't know the label is telling you to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like when Lil Nas X did Old Town Road when it first came out. And remember they had the whole campaign was like, oh, it's this black dude doing Western, he's doing country music, and they didn't want to add it on Billboard, on the country
Billboard. Yeah.
And everybody was like, yo, this is racism. They played us.
Exactly. No, yeah.
And when I
built the media hype.
I laughed. I said, this is bullshit.
Yeah.
Because you could, but when you don't know no better, you don't know. So they're marketing this shit to you now.
Yeah.
They like, oh, this shit is racism. So even a motherfucker who never heard his song a day in their life was like, nah, man, this ain't right. They trying to stop hip hop.
You know,
they trying to control the black artists. Yeah. They don't want us. They don't want us in country music. Let's run this shit up.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. Nah, so now they online. They going crazy on Billboard. Boom, boom. And 2 weeks later, Billy Ray Cyrus come out. Hey, I'ma step out and be the white guy in country music that get
to co-sign
this guy because it's racism. It isn't right. It's like, nigga, the verse was done already. That shit was done.
Exactly.
All of that was already done. That was the marketing plan. You know what I'm saying? So they even now marketing fucking black suffraging is like a fucking marketing tool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, nigga like George Floyd might happen. Not to cut you, hold on. Just hold your thought. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna be done. A George Floyd should have happened. And the motherfucker be like, yo, you know what you should do? Put out like a George Floyd record right now. It'd be crazy. You like, what the fuck? This is a real issue.
Yeah.
This is really going on in the world. Somebody really died. Motherfuckers out here really protesting and like getting beat on and shit. And then it's like, motherfucker really come to you and say, look, this is a very good way. Then a dude who has no socially conscious music ever, like Lil Baby are coming.
All of a sudden he becomes,
oh shit.
He becomes Talib Kweli.
Right. What the fuck? And now he got a socially conscious record.
Yeah.
At the protest.
It's crazy.
He probably was there for all a good hour.
But what I know,
this video and left.
What I notice is, and I think it's true with both music and sports. It's not about the actual music or the actual what you see on the court. It's about all the noise around it.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a definite fact. Because all of those other things, like today, you can't be there's no more superstars today. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's no more superstars. Like these dudes, they say that like they had to do from TDE came out like, who's the new superstar? But there's not really any superstars. You know what I mean? Probably the last superstar that there probably was probably Travis Scott. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like he can sell anything. You know what I mean? He can sell McDonald's burgers. This motherfucker not niggas lined up outside of McDonald's for the fucking t-shirt that the McDonald's employee is wearing. You understand what I'm saying?
And they flipping that on StockX for like $300-400.
He's probably the last person to really be honest. You know what I'm saying? Because anybody can now be the guy. You know what I'm saying? It's motherfuckers literally being superstars that you like, who the fuck is this nigga? You know what I'm saying? But he up here, promoting whatever, and niggas is buying it. You know what I mean?
Everybody getting their 15 minutes of fame.
But it's so ill because somebody could be on here, be on the internet, and have 1 million followers, and you don't know you have no idea this is just happening. You know what I'm saying? Until you see it and you like, wait a minute, what is this?
Yeah.
Why they follow who? You see a dude in the store, you see the whole store is crowded waiting for this guy. There's 3 lines down. You're like, what the fuck? Who the fuck is that? And they tell you his name, and you like, who?
Yeah.
Never heard of this motherfucker.
Yeah. It's
You know
easy
what
to
I'm
do that on social media.
saying? So what I'm saying is that shit is over, right? It's no more superstar no more.
Yeah.
That shit is done. Motherfuckers is so now it's all of the other shit that makes you get rich. It's all of the other shit that people are really buying into. So that's why a dude could do one album, shit can be crazy or whatever, and motherfucker now can have fucking a hot sauce at Popeyes, like Megan Thee Stallion, you know what I mean? They be selling hot sauce. Like, what the fuck is Megan Thee Stallion know about hot sauce? I mean, like, she make hot sauce? Like, she fuck with, do you even eat hot sauce? You don't even eat hot sauce. But they selling you hot, like trying to use her name to sell hot sauce. You like, this shit don't make sense, you know?
But no, bring it back to the top of what I was saying though. Like with Pusha T, that surprised me. Like you got artists writing diss records for other companies.
I mean, but he was already getting. He has. I think they said like I don't know if it's 40%, 50%, but he has a stake in from the theme song for Arby's already.
Yeah.
So and he also was on the Justin Timberlake for the I'm Loving It.
Yeah.
Remember that? So. I mean, he was already getting money from the Arby's shit.
Yeah.
It just makes sense. You know, it's like it came out of left field, but that's what I'm saying. That's what's going on now. It's like, fucking Wendy's is on Twitter shitting on Popeyes, and you're like, what the fuck? Like, but this is the name of the game now. You feel me? It's like shit is weird, bro. Like,
it really is.
It was funny when they had the chicken sandwich out. And they was going at everybody.
I mean, look at that. Look at that. They had the shit. They when the shit happened, they went on Black Twitter and just let them fucking whoever they paid as a quote unquote influencer, as they call these motherfuckers now, and they just like threw that shit out there, and it's like. Oh, that shit was like the Popeye sandwich. That shit's the best chicken sandwich I've had in my life. And you had motherfuckers literally lining up out there. Somebody went to jail behind that shit.
Somebody got murdered,
That's what I'm saying. They killed the nigga and the nigga went to jail. Or a sandwich, bro. Like, and you like, yo, that's why now when I see shit, I'm so like you can tell when something is being marketed to you. It's like so obvious now to me. You know what I'm saying? That it just makes me like, this is sad. Like you just looking at it like motherfuckers is literally. It's like when Megan Thee Stallion, she had a song when she had the I'm a Savage song or whatever after she posted got shot and shit. The shit had a Malcolm X like before she went out. It was like Malcolm X speech playing, and I'm just like, damn. You know what I'm saying? And I'm looking at this shit, I'm like, why is Malcolm X speaking before you put out a song called I'm a Savage?
Yeah.
Now, if anybody knows Malcolm X, he comes from, right, Elijah Muhammad, and in the lessons, it tells you to not be a savage. A savage one who has no knowledge of himself. This is some shit where it's like totally disrespectful to this man's name and his legacy.
But they don't do the knowledge beforehand.
But then here's the thing. Nobody sees a problem with the shit.
No.
That's the problem. It's like, I'm just going to have this shit, protect black women, and say, I'm a savage. Right after that, you're like, what the fuck? Yeah. I'm a savage. Like, come on, this is crazy. Like, who? Nobody cares? No, nobody gives a fuck. Niggas like, fuck it. Niggas is just selling you that now.
It's nothing happens organically anymore to me. You know what I mean? Everything is
contrived.
It's contrived. Yeah, man.
It has to be though. You know, it has to be because y'all realize this too. Like, they gotta sell. Like, people, it gotta be given to you in a way where you gotta eat it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta take it in, and you gotta believe. Because what I learned is this: nobody on the planet knows what they want to buy. Nobody. It has to be placed in front of you, and then you see it and say, "That's fire. I'm gonna buy that." You understand what I'm saying? So with that being said, it's like they understand that game. That you don't know what you want until it's there. It gotta be presented to you. So in order for it to look, you gotta feel like you did this shit on your own. In reality, you didn't. That's the trick.
No, yep.
That's the trick of it.
I worked in marketing for 12 years.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So I know exactly how that works. They pay influencers to do co-branded pieces.
Right.
You know what I mean? They do paid social media.
Exactly.
Like, there's a lot of thought goes into it.
The best thing that happen for a pair of Jordans is a nigga get killed on the line.
Yep.
Trying to get them.
Yep. Because that increases the hype. It's all about the hype.
It's fucked up, but that's really some real shit. And like, if a nigga dies, like, yes.
Yeah, nobody gives a fuck about him.
It's like, yeah, that's good. That's gonna make these. It's like, then you could really just put out more shoes, just more happen. It's like, nah, let's scale back.
Yeah, they like less is more.
Right, let's scale back even more.
Yeah.
Because somebody died. Instead of being like, damn, I don't want this to happen no more. It's like, nah, scale back a little more. Let's put out 3,000 less. They'll even go more crazy.
Yeah.
You feel me?
So with your new album, DVD Raps, how long it took you to get that done? Because I know you write all the time. So.
Yeah, it didn't take me that long. It took me probably like 6 months. And I think it was more because I was just like getting so many beats and ideas, because what I wanted to do was like just go back to that era where it was like, you know, when Smack first came out, and like Cocaine City, when French had Cocaine City, and like Sub-Zero and all of those type of DVDs. It was like, you know, you heard a lot of just remixing the records and stuff like that. And I just think that time is kind of like just gone, and it's not there anymore. And I just wanted to like do that again. You know what I'm saying? So what I was doing was I was remixing the remixes. So say for instance, like a Max B may remix a certain record, but I was flipping his remix from that same record instead of taking from the original. I was taking from his remix and then remixing them. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I just feel like that era is like very neglected.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like lost. It's like a lost. It's almost as if like I feel only thing people remember from the early 2000s before you get to Drake is probably 50 Cent and Kanye West. Everything else is like a blur.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I can see
it's
that.
Like, it's like a blur, you know? Like nobody, it's like Ja Rule never happened. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit just never occurred, you know?
That is funny.
Like Nelly just never happened in the world. It was never Nelly, just didn't happen.
People don't remember how big Ja was.
That's what I'm saying. It's like it didn't happen.
Yeah.
Like T-Pain, no, it's like it just didn't happen. It's like nobody acknowledges that time period at all, except those two people.
But why do you think that is?
I don't know. You know, I don't know. You know, maybe it just because it was like it was on the cusp of no internet. And then you get to 2009 and just everything whatever was on the internet just went, and everybody just forgot.
Yeah, it's weird because
it didn't happen.
Because like 90s hip hop, everybody's so nostalgic for that. Like they pulling out obscure rappers, Akinelli, everybody remembers that. But nobody really remembers.
No,
you're absolutely right.
That 99 to 2004 is like it's not real. Like, it didn't go on. Like it just didn't even occur. You know, shit. I remember when T-Pain had 100 records out at one time with some weird ass number like that. Like it didn't happen. You know, it's like they start with Lil Wayne. It's like it start from Lil Wayne to Drake to Nicki Minaj and then and everything else. You know what I mean? It's like they don't. So I wanted to like go back and just like pay homage to that.
You know, it's like Vince Carter.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because everybody think
you.
about Jordan to Kobe, right? But Vince was kind of like in the middle.
He had a time. He had a moment. Same thing with same thing with T-Mac. T-Mac had a moment.
With the Rockets.
With Grant Hill. He had a moment. You feel me? It's like that whole time didn't happen.
It didn't happen because Kobe just
you know what I'm
took it
saying?
all.
So you just think you go from it's like Shaq's time on Orlando didn't occur.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that shit just is a blur.
Nobody remember Penny.
Nobody remembers that. It just go from Jordan to Kobe. You get to the Lakers. and then they just win the championship. It's like that. You feel me? So I think that's what I just wanted to do. I wanted to like go back to that time and like make records from that time and space. And that's thus why the name of it is DVD Raps.
Yeah, I mean it's different from, because I know the last one you did was with 183rd.
Yeah. Yeah, 183rd.
So,
yeah, it's different.
Yeah, it's different from that one.
Yeah, definitely different. And it's like I just wanted to like I said, just pay homage to that time frame. Because I remember just watching those, just waiting to get get the DVD and it's a billion people videos rapping. They had all sorts of stuff on there, and I just wanted to pay homage to that time, focusing and honing in on that sound.
And then you told me you have a cooking show coming out.
Yeah. We definitely, it's called Over the Stove. You know what I'm saying? And what it is like myself making things.
I didn't even know you cook.
Yeah, and we doing that. It's like a podcast, but it's mixed in with, you know what I'm saying? But we making, it's all visual. It's gonna come out on it's gonna be on Tubi once it's all done. But we shooting it. We in the process of shooting it now. And so that's like something I always want to do. So we do stuff like liquor testing on there, different alcohols, like to see what's better. You know what I'm saying? So we'll do like we'll get like all different brands of tequila and blind taste them and see what's smooth, what's, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you anybody that have, smaller companies that's coming up, get at me. You know what I'm saying? Because we, you know what I mean? Because you might have because I also realized this too, you might have something that's where it's like because of the price point, you just think it's better. You know what I mean? Like your brain could really tell you that. You feel me?
Yeah.
And so it's like last week we did this joint with tequilas, and we got to the point where Patron wasn't that good. As you know what I'm saying? Because now as we just blindly tasting them, straight just, taking little shots.
How you feel about Casamigos?
I don't really like. I ain't gonna lie. I would rather from tasting on them all at once. I felt like 1800 and another joint called Porta Negra was better.
Really?
Yeah. So, but your mind just tell you things are better because it's just more expensive. You know what I'm saying? Like one time I watched this show and it was like they was trying this thing out, and they had like. They made a cake, 2 cakes. And they made 2 cakes. And each cake was cooked with the same amount of ingredients, same everything, cooked in the same oven at the same time. So when they came out, they was testing it with people, like, like you could come and get a free slice or whatever. They was telling them one cake cost $500 and the other cake was $20. So the cake that was $500, they were saying it was more moist. It tastes like good to them. And the $10 one, the verse was like, nah, it was like dry. It wasn't that good.
Yeah.
Like it was all right. But it's the same exact cake.
Shit. Yeah.
And so when a person tells them like, yo, what if I tell you this is the same cake? And the person just like, nah, it can't be. Because we all like to believe we above getting tricked and getting the bullshit. You know what I mean? Everybody's woke today, you know what I'm saying? So dude just like, can't be the same cake. Like, nah, it's the same cake. The same exact cake. And he just was like, I'm just like, damn, this is crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Your brain just tell you like, if, you feel a cotton sweater from your man, you like, no. You feel the same cotton sweater from Gucci, and it's like, this shit feels good on your skin.
I feel Johnny Walker Blue.
I fuck with Johnny Walker, yeah.
But like, it does taste different than regular Johnny Walker.
Yeah.
But is it worth 5 times as much? I don't think so.
I don't know. That's
another thing, right? They changed one little thing to make it seem like it's more premium,
shit,
but it's not.
Know they changed it. See this is my thing, It's like they said that, but I wasn't there. I don't know, Yeah. It's like my man. I was having a discussion with my man, right? And he was talking about like getting the vaccine or not getting the vaccine, right? And he sat there and he says to me, like, yo, I don't know, I don't know what they, putting that or whatever. I don't want to get that shit. But I laughed because I said, well, you ever took medicine? Any medicine?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, what they put in that shit?
Mm-hmm.
You don't know what you don't know.
Yeah,
but they don't want to hear that.
Right. I'm not saying I'm pro-vaccine or non.
Right. No, you make a good point.
But I'm just saying, like, bro, you can't come from the standpoint of I don't know, so I'm not doing it. It's like, nigga, you don't know none of this shit.
Yeah.
They didn't. Was you at the lab when this bill? I don't know what the fuck is in that. They said this shit stop headaches. That's what they said. You feel me? You know what I mean? It's like you drinking this juice. They said they got this shit from Florida oranges. How the fuck I know that? I wasn't there. I don't know what the fuck they did. So all of this shit is like it's faith based.
Yeah.
So it's like if they pull out a new label on a Hennessy bottle and give you a new shaped bottle and say, well, this one is $1,400. My mind is going to tell me this one is better. I'm going to sip that shit and go, damn, this is way smoother.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And in reality, that shit could be the same shit poured in a different shape looking bottle.
Mm-hmm.
How the fuck do I know? I don't know. I wasn't there. They said that. That's what they said.
Yeah.
So I don't, that's why for me, I just go, I don't know.
Yeah.
Is it worth getting a bottle? Maybe if I'm with some chicks and some shit and I'm trying to impress some women. You know what I'm saying? I might go get the motherfucking the privileged Hennessy instead of going to get the regular joint.
Yeah.
You feel me? Yeah. I might pull out the Johnny Walker Blue and slap it on the table, just because I want to. This is You know what I'm saying? Like now, you just take shots of this. You feel me? Like this too expensive for a drink. Just take shots. Like this is what we doing. This is $90 a shot in the bar.
Hennessy White the same shit too because you can't get it. You can't get it in the United States.
Right.
So everybody thinks it's like some real exclusive shit, but when you drink that shit, bro, it's just regular liquor, man. It's just regular liquor.
You guys sound like some professional drinkers here.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm not a novice. You know what I mean?
But shit. I dabble when I need to.
Absolutely.
Right.
So let's talk about the Nets, man, because
I knew this was coming.
We had to do it, man. We had to do it. So, a lot of things have transpired over the last 60 days or so.
Right.
How do you feel about the James Harden trade? Let's start there.
I think Son just wanted to be with what's the dude Daryl Morey over there at Philly. That's where he was at with Houston. And then I also think the people he hang out with, you know what I mean? The Meeks, he always with Lil Baby. Them dudes is all over there hanging with Michael Rubin. You know what I'm saying? He was a part owner. So you hanging out with this dude, y'all chilling, they doing business together. It's like it made sense for him. You know what I mean? He wanted to go over there and hang out with his friends. And I think at the time, everything was falling apart on the Nets. Like, KD was hurt, Kyrie was only playing half the game, only away games and all of that. And I think that's made him feel like, I want to go over here and do something else. Because I think he always really wanted to be over there, And so now...
Yeah, I think that's where he was trying to go the first time.
Right.
In Houston.
That was the whole thing. And I think he went over there just to get out of Houston. Right. So now you come over here, you like, I just want to get up out of here. I'm tired of... But to me, I feel like if we get Ben with KD and Kyrie being that now he can play home games, I ain't even gonna win it all. I think because what it did too with Ben, he adds more height, because that was one of our problems with last year with Milwaukee.
Perimeter defense, height, rebounding,
like that. And with Ben, that's what he gonna bring. He needed that too. He needs the Brooklyn Nets just as much as they needed him, because he he not a scorer. He just want to get 15 points and do everything else. You feel me? So that allows like Kyrie and KD to really go off and not worry about James. Ain't got to worry about I want to score 25, 30, and everybody trying to do the same thing.
And you ain't got to fuck up your whole offense trying to get James ISOs and shit. I think it was a trade, one of the rare trades that was that's for both sides, you
Right,
know?
right. Yeah, definitely.
But I do think once Ben come back, we're gonna be the deepest team in the NBA, man, by far.
Definitely. And then too, you know, for me, anything in Brooklyn, I'm going with that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you know.
But you know, you born and raised in Brooklyn.
Right,
You from the Star, right?
Yeah.
I'm from Flatbush.
Okay, yeah, definitely. See, yeah, I'm from the Star, and I also lived in Far Rockaway.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, so but the ill thing about it is like, you know, with Brooklyn, it's like you gotta have that. Like to me, like I only sound from New York when I'm out of town.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everywhere else,
yeah.
I'm from Brooklyn. I'm just gonna say that. Like I don't be
exactly.
saying that. You know what I'm saying? And even most times when I'm out of town, I'm like, yo, I'm from Brooklyn. I don't really say like, you know, anybody went to Rikers Island, they know when you get to the island. You feel me? It's like, yo, I'm from Brooklyn. And all that other shit don't even matter no more.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I'm just like, you know, they need to take the New York off the Knicks. You know what I mean? And just rename them niggas Manhattan and just put Manhattan Knicks. Cause that shit ain't represent me.
Ain't the whole city. You know, that's why I try to tell people, because they ain't a lot of Nets fans. That's a stigma, right?
Right.
We don't got a lot of fans. Even KD said it a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
We're not supposed to have a fan base, and then everybody showing up in Philly for that game wearing Nets jerseys. Right. And I grew up a Knicks fan, but the moment they broke ground on the Barclays, immediately.
Yeah, I'm out of here. Yeah, I'm out of here.
Immediately.
I'm like, yo, I'm like, nah.
I was just looking for an excuse to get out.
As a fact, and I'm just like, yo, you know, I call them niggas the 212 Knicks, man.
Yeah, man.
Niggas got a whole nother area code. Shit different over there. That shit is Midtown Knicks.
I work like 2 blocks away from there too. I gotta see that shit every day.
Every day.
I'm like,
big ass billboard, fucking supporting losing. Niggas over there celebrating losing for all these years.
The motherfuckers make the first round.
Julius Randle, bum ass. Motherfucker can't go right at all. Him and RJ Barrett, you know what I'm saying? I never seen 2 niggas make it to the league on some one hand shit. Niggas start making you think you could have made it. Like this motherfucker.
I just wish people believe in me like Knicks fans believe in the Knicks, man, because it's like being with that drug addict boyfriend and your girl just keep making excuses.
Just keep like he gonna get better. Like, damn, this nigga been getting high for 30 years. This nigga ain't never getting better, homie. Like, you know what I mean? And you know the biggest, your man. AG. He's the biggest Knick fan I ever seen in my life. My man with like Knick colors.
He's gonna retaliate after this.
Oh yeah, I got this right now.
This barrage of hate.
I'm telling you, man.
He's gonna be very upset.
Listen, man. You from Queens, bro. When you go to Allen, niggas from Queens go with the niggas from Brooklyn. Mm-hmm. When the Harlem and Bronx niggas be on y'all ass, y'all niggas come over here and come fuck with us. Leave them niggas alone, bro. Get away from them niggas. I'm telling you, leave them niggas where they at. You know what I'm saying? We got better colors. You know what I'm saying? The black and white just go with everything.
We got better ownership.
Wait. So you trying to tell AG to come over?
Yo, come on home, bro. You live closer to us than you are to them. I'm telling you. Them niggas over there.
Nobody from Brooklyn rooting for the Knicks, to be honest.
I always say the same thing. I don't get it. I don't understand. I'm like, yo, bro.
You from Brooklyn, man.
From Brooklyn.
Brooklyn got a fucking professional sports team.
Come on.
And you got for the Knicks. See, like, I can understand if the Knicks was hot. Like,
yeah. See, but this is the fucked up part, right? But when we win and shit, motherfuckers don't want to come to the motherfucking parade. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas gonna be out there with the parade and shit, see the float. You gonna want to see KD come downtown Brooklyn and shit. He going down motherfucking Atlantic Avenue.
Hell yeah.
You gonna want to see KD come down Atlantic Avenue. You niggas gonna want to see that. You know what I'm saying? But y'all niggas don't want to root for niggas now. You know, I just always say, you know, stay over there. You know what I'm saying? Stay in Manhattan. Stay with Julius Randle. You know what I'm saying? Shooting terribly every fucking game. You know, nigga always
and
fucking
he barking
up my
on
back.
you. He barking on you because he mad.
Because he mad because he missing.
He shooting
and
3 for 20.
His wife was even barking. He had his wife even barking.
His son was mad. His son like 8. His son, I just make younger than that. He about 6. Well, he was mad. I hate the Nets. Nigga was like, damn. He's like, I hate him. He's like, I hate him. You know what I mean?
Okay,
Like,
so pro Nets guys. So
Yeah,
so who's the
definitely,
biggest
man.
threat to stopping them to the championship this year?
Them. If they get hurt,
That's a good answer.
you know what I mean? KD almost beat Milwaukee by itself. He
Yeah.
was like a
tippy toe.
a tippy toe away from ending them niggas by himself.
Mm.
So we just had, if James was 80%, we would have beat them.
Mm.
Yeah, I think so.
You know what I'm saying? And then we had Kyrie was out of here. It was no chance at all. KD almost beat them niggas by himself. You know what I'm saying? So they got lucky. And if we would have got that far, we would have got past them, we would have beat everybody else. Because Kyrie would have came back off the ankle injury and all that. It would have been different. So only thing I think stopped them is them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the East is kind of weak, man. Like the only team I would say in the entire NBA that I would bet against the Nets is probably Phoenix.
I think Phoenix will get them a run.
I think Phoenix.
Yeah.
Because Devin Booker is going insane right now.
See, this is what I be feeling like. I feel like Kyrie is like he's like the X factor because, man, like, so they reported, I don't know if it's true, but it's been going on the internet. And if it's on the internet, it must be true. They was like, yo, James Harden, Kyrie was killing him one-on-one every day at practice. Told him he wasn't good. Locked him up, said he was washed up. But he wanted to get up out of there. He didn't want to see that man no more. The nigga is so good that it's like, the shit he be doing be like phenomenal.
Yeah.
Like last night, the motherfucker had 20 points in the fourth quarter by himself.
Yep.
Who they played yesterday? Who was that? They played
The Heat? Was the Heat?
No, it was the Heat, yeah.
Destroyed them.
Yeah.
And they had Jimmy Butler on him. You know, he supposed to be the stopper.
Nah.
Nigga
Nobody
tore
can
his
stop
ass
Kyrie
up,
one-on-one, man.
That nigga's phenomenal.
The greatest basketball game I
phenomenal.
ever seen by an individual player was about a year and a half ago. Kyrie against the Bulls at the Barclays.
Right.
So you consider him
54?
You consider him a point guard or a two guard?
Two guard. I would say a two guard because
He's a combo guard, really.
Because he gonna score more than he get everybody involved. You feel me? But it's like, man, just to see that dude with the basketball in his hand, it's like he's like as if you was watching. He's like Rod Strickland 2.0. You know what I'm saying? You know, like how Raw used to just break people down and do the wildest looking layups in your life. You're like, how's this shit going in? Like, he was just so ill with the shit. But this motherfucker he's that times 3.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's like baby Raw Strickland with some added features. You know what I'm saying?
I like a combination. I like the Strickland comparison.
You know what I'm saying?
Mixed with Iverson.
That's what I'm saying. It's the same. It's the same like.
Because the way that Iverson used to go to he was 6 feet, and he used to go to the hole and just...
Right. But Kyrie is like...
Kyrie handle is crazy, though.
Man, way crazy than Ivo. Ivo had a move more than he had a handle. This dude was damn near rolling on the floor yesterday doing shit like that. You like,
like a Harlem Globetrotter.
Like you just can't, it's just nothing you could do with him. The dude is phenomenal, man. And they, you know what I mean, he just signed his extension. So everybody, you know.
Did he sign?
Yeah, he did.
Oh.
Yeah, they say he signed his extension. You know, that's what they saying. And that's what it's like, yo, I'm telling y'all, man, Brooklyn, man, this is what we do.
I know.
This is what we do.
Oh yeah, Manolo, you gonna find this funny, but somebody just texted me, said, yo, you was killing people in Bartlett Park.
Yeah, no.
He used to Manolo used to play ball.
You know, I used to really ball, you know what I mean? I played with all the AAU teams out here. You know, I was going away, you know what I mean, traveling teams. My biggest shit, I just couldn't do school. I was just terrible, you know what I'm saying, school-wise. But other than that, I was, man.
They said you was giving people problems in Bartlett.
I'm shit.
Bartlett Park.
Like, I used to, you know what I mean? I was ranked at a time playing AAU when I was like in 14, like coming out of 9th grade. And shit, coming out of 8th grade and shit like that. I was ranked probably like 10th in the city at a time, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, I really balled. You know what I mean? So, but that's like shit. I done played in every tournament out here, and you know what I mean, held my own against a bunch of dudes that went to the league. They know me. You know what I'm saying?
You ever play against Lance, though?
Yeah, like Lance, Sebastian, who else was with us? Quincy Doobie, Gary Forbes. They all went to the league. You know what I'm saying?
And I know you know that dude from I think he plays on the Knicks now. Who the tall guy?
Taj.
Yeah.
Taj too.
Yeah, Taj
You know what I
Gibson.
mean? Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Hell yeah, man. Taj cost us a championship one time in this bullshit ass tournament. And they was playing a boxing one on me, and this nigga couldn't score. And he had me hot at the end of the game. We end up losing. And I'm like, yo, this nigga going to the league. They playing a boxing one on me. You know what I mean? This was right before he was going to he went to USC. You know what I mean? But that's my guy. You know what I'm saying? He know that's my guy. I'm fucking with him. But yeah, he cost us a chip though. Yeah.
Yeah, because I found out because even Mookie, you know, from the 90s.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah.
He used to be like, yo, you know Manolo play ball, right?
Yeah. That's my guy too, man. Shout out my guy, man.
Hell yeah. He was like, he used to be killing them out there.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
He was like, just because he's short don't mean nothing. He's like,
because I used to back when they had the tournament back there. What they call
the Buddha Bean.
Yeah, I remember one time my cousin, because they used to live in Howard. So we had walked down there one time and dude was like, yo, he was just looking for players. Like they didn't know me or nothing like that. And you know, if I'm short now, I was shorter then. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you know, coming there, they like, yo, you want to play? And I'm like, yeah. So they like, yo, get my cousin, give him a shirt. So they like, yo, you can play. You know what I'm saying? So I'm, you know, just sitting there and it only thing worked out was we didn't have enough players. It was only like 6 of us on the team at the time. So they ain't had no choice but to put me in the game because it's like, you know, you go with like, I don't know this nigga, you know what I mean? But the dude like, damn, somebody like fouled out or like had 3 quick fouls or some shit. He like, fuck, go in there, shorty, gotta do your thing. I went in and lit that shit up. I had like 40 that day. He was like, what the fuck? He was looking like, yo, no, make sure you come back next weekend too. You know what I mean? Yeah, hell yeah. I went there and tore that shit up, man. Word.
Yeah, right.
Word.
Right there by Rutland Plaza.
Rutland Plaza, right in Rutland Plaza.
You ever played Lincoln Terrace too?
Yeah, Lincoln Terrace. Hell yeah. What was the shit they had in there? What was the name of the joint they had in there? I can't remember the name of the tournament they had there, but yeah, hell yeah, I played there. I did the Rucker shit, Baby Rucker. I did all of those shits. I was at 5-star camp and shit like that, 5-star guard camp, Anthony Mason camp. I went there and was tearing them shits up. Like for real. Yeah, I was really like.
You ever play for Flames?
Flames? Yeah, played there too.
I played for them one season. Yeah. I still get mailers from them.
Yeah, that's funny.
It's like 30 years ago and I'm still getting, and I moved to Jersey and I got one last week. I'm like, how the fuck they tracking my address?
Man, that's bug, you know? But yeah, I played with Brooklyn USA, AAU-wise. I played with Gauchos. I also played with the Panthers at a time. Did all the shit, like IS-8 and all that type of shit. All the big tournaments, I did all them shit, man. Yeah, definitely.
You don't miss all that stuff?
Nah,
it was just a part of your time.
Yeah, at the time, you know what I mean? Because what happened to me, like I had moved down south and I went to school down south for a little while. And this is probably the first time I like experienced like real racism. Like, you know, here it's probably more subtle, or it don't really happen because you don't go around with white people when you're in New York City. You feel me? Like you don't even see them, you know? So unless you go into their area, like
you go to Benson,
right? The shit though, the lines don't cross here. You know what I mean? But there, it was so crazy, man. It was like, I don't know, that shit just like deterred me away from ever wanting to play basketball again. I was like, yo, this is
really,
yeah, like it just made me look at the world just in another way, you know. You know, I remember motherfucker told us there like, people from up north need discipline and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was bad. So while I was there, and a lot of the shit wasn't even happening to me, it was happening to my cousin. He came out there with me. And I was like, oh, fuck, I don't want to play this shit no more. Like, I just hated the politics and all of the other things that went into playing the sport. It's like, see, for me, always, it takes the joy, you know, out of it. Like I was even saying with the music, it's the same thing with sports too. Like when you get to the politics of basketball, it make the shit not fun. It's like you could be 10 times better than a dude. Like I prime example was my man, You know what I'm saying? And my guy, Gary Irvin, right? And he was playing, he went to ABCD camp. And the school he was going to, I believe, was like a Nike school. But the camp was sponsored by Adidas. So no matter, or either be vice versa, it was one or the other, but it was something like that. And no matter how good he played there, while he's destroying the camp, they went and placed him in an all-star game because his school was represented by a different brand.
Yeah.
So being that he wasn't under Adidas, they like, nah, we're not gonna place him in the all-star. It didn't matter what he was doing out there. It was like, and that could have potentially hurt him from getting to that next step, from people viewing you and looking at you. But this is some bureaucracy and some, you know what I mean? Some bullshit, you know what I mean? Yeah. This is, so shit like that can make you like, what the fuck is this? Like, I thought it was about playing ball. No, it ain't. Like, you really start to learn, like, nah, it's not. It's not about that. It's about this at the end of the day. Yeah. So shit like that, that's like, shit is whack.
So, yeah. So, another thing, you guys like polo, so you guys can have a 2-minute discussion on polo. Yeah. I will step out of this.
Right? Nah, I want you to come into this conversation.
Nah, I'm good.
Because
I'm good.
You know, we gotta bring that spark back in you, man. Good. That energy. Like,
I got on a Yeezy Gap hoodie, some North Face sweatpants, and a pair of Puma Mellows. That's it.
So for those that don't know, everybody watching this probably knows. Right. But Pirate has one of the deepest polo collections probably on the planet. And my man won't rock none of it.
I remember he's posting the pictures on MySpace. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn. And it was, you know, this shit wild too, because the pictures is mad blurry. Like, this is probably the worst camera time ever. Yeah. It's like
old ass pictures.
Yeah, just no, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's how long ago it was, you know what I'm saying? Right. And, but yeah, you definitely got probably one of the best.
And he won't rock none of it. I'm over here. This season 4 of the Super P podcast. We got a fucking stadium logo, Bart Simpson. I brought all my stadium shit out for every episode.
That little get up, I wore that for like episode 10, I think. For like a season ending show. Right. I wore that whole get up. Right. I have all of that.
So why don't you break it the fuck back out, man?
I wore it. I mean, I wear something once. That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah, because he even gave me some stuff, man. He hit me like, yo, I found this. And, you know what I mean? Especially like, because one of my favorite collections, the R2000.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So definitely, he used to be hitting me like, yo, I found this. I got this. You can have it. I'm like, all right. I used to go, you know what I'm saying? Go to his house. You know what I mean? See his kid. You know what I mean? His baby.
So when did the polo passion start for you?
Well, like I said, when I first I lived in Far Rockaway, and the first place I moved to in Brooklyn was Garvey.
Okay.
So I was there like when I used to get on my back to school clothes from like Low Lives, and you know what I'm saying? Because I lived in the old folks' muse. You know what I'm saying? So it was like the boosting was heavy. Yeah. So I was getting on my back to school stuff from them and all of that. So it started from that, from like when I was a real little kid. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Talking about like kindergarten. You know what I mean? So then when I moved to the Star, I just kept it going from there, because it was like just a nostalgia thing at that point for me. You know what I mean? So I used to just want to collect certain things. So before, I used to want like, you know, just like P-Wing jackets and like teddy bear shit. And then from there, it just went to a different thing for me. I used to just look at certain collections and like, oh, this and that, you know. And then now, I don't know. I like more like this sweater, like the Denim Supply, the hunting, the outdoor stuff.
Yeah, you like the stuff that's subtle.
Yeah.
That's what I like.
Yeah.
See, I don't, man.
You know,
I like the loud shit.
He want to be a billboard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He want to be a billboard.
I'm paying all this money for this shit. I want everybody to see this shit. Fuck out of here.
I feel him on that.
You know, it's all good.
So then like I said, like I was saying off camera, then I like the Tiger Head stuff. That's probably one of my favorite shits right now. And the R2000 is probably, to me, is the illest because it was like the combination of like the ski shit and all of that type. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So even like just the racing shit that went along with that, you know, that whole collection. I'm still looking for like the black and white leather goose joint with the gauge on the back.
Yeah.
I still want that. I still want that joint. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my favorite
It's
shit.
teddy bears for me, man. I've been collecting the low bears for like probably 25 years now.
Yeah,
man.
that's crazy.
Yeah, I got like countless. I did an Instagram video once with every low bear shirt that I had. It was probably like 60, 70 of them joints.
Yeah. I think what's your man name? He got one of the illest collections.
Who?
Dude, dark skin dude, the dreads.
Marlon. Yeah.
He got one of the best collections.
Yeah.
I've seen,
Marlon's
too.
Woo. Yeah, that's he got it.
He got one of his collections. And my man too, C's.
Oh yeah, C's.
C's do too.
Yeah, I just saw C's. C's drives trains now.
Oh, word?
Saw him the other night, like 2 weeks ago.
Word, I bought
Good
a
dude.
bunch of stuff with him too before.
Yep, I'm trying to get him on the show sooner or later. I just gotta,
Yeah.
He be working all the time, family
I ain't
man.
seen him in a long time, but
he's doing good.
I used to meet up with him and buy joints over him. Yeah, definitely. He got one of his collections too, man. Like him, dude Marlon too, man. His shit is ill. I was like, damn, dude got some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I think now, I just hated the fact that they started like retro and some of that stuff. I kind of dislike that. I ain't really like, because the stuff when they retro it now, the fitting is not the same.
The quality ain't. I like the idea behind the retroing, because you got cats like this man hoarding all the original shit, and nobody else could get their hands on it.
Shit, then wasn't they asking you for shit like to see it? Right, they was coming to him asking him to see like how to, like, let me see how it looked, because I think they own certain things, like, and they was using you know what I mean, his shit to do that. But I'm just saying, like, the fitting on the shit is wider. So now when you get in this like slim, it's like, I don't know, it just don't feel right. I'd rather the older version of than what they doing now.
I think they started off like the retro Snow Beach joint, one of the first. Like that wasn't bad.
Nah, that
it really wasn't bad. But then it started like even the stadium shit. Like this, even this shit. It's not, when you compare it to the older joints, it's not the same quality.
Right. And I was like, So I was like, oh no. So then when I seen people lining up for it, it made me turn me off all the way. I said, this ain't it. This ain't it.
They turned it into Supreme.
Right. I was like, ain't like that.
Well, on that note, we got to end the show. I know it's one of those things like, oh, it's going. Nah. So Manolo, what new things you got working on? Anything else you want to tell the people out there?
Yeah, we're gonna do DVD Raps Part 2. We're doing that. Also another artist called, it's called Blank Face. We're doing that. Like I said, we're doing a cooking show. That's happening. It's all in the works right now. We might be even working on some films and stuff like that as well. So yeah, we got a lot of stuff coming up. And where can they find you? You can find me on Instagram, Manolo_Rose, MANOLO_ROSE. Same thing on Twitter, and on Facebook is Manolo Rose, no underscore, just all one word. That's what's up. Okay, Mr. 1992. Hold on. Where can they find you?
Can I get 1 minute real quick? Jay Wall Street needs to make an appearance.
Oh, Jesus. I thought Jay Wall Street was retired.
Nah, Jay Wall Street
you say he wasn't doing stocks
revived because,
what happened?
First and foremost, disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor. Please don't take my financial advice, because I have to say that so you don't sue me.
Because when you lose your money?
Because when you lose your money, like I lost 80% of my net worth from October to February, but we making it back up. You don't sell, you always have it. That's a man that knows investing.
He knows.
It's not a loss until you sell. If you look at, hold on. So I'm gonna go back to my favorite stock, BBIG, Vinco Ventures. Okay. If you look at the options chain for April 14th, you're gonna see unusual options activity on the call side that is gonna blow you away. And that's usually indicative of a bull run. Now, you see it made 25, 30% in the last week and a half. It's probably it did a run in January of 140%. You're probably going to see another run of about 140, 200% between now and April 14th. Probably. Don't sue me. Not financial advice, but look into it and make your own investment decisions. But yeah, I think I'm gonna really cake off in the next month. That's what I'm thinking.
You're back on?
I think Jay Wall Street's back, baby.
You see this, Josh. Remember,
Jay Wall Street's back.
He told me and Josh that he was people rewind the fucking show. He said,
last
he's
episode,
done. He's selling everything. He said he's getting out of stocks.
I was telling you,
cry me a river.
Market, but
cry me a river. Now we don't believe you now.
Nah, listen, the market is fluid, man. There's variables that change every week,
Josh,
every
we got
day.
this on tape, right?
I'm just saying.
Good. We got this on tape.
I'm just saying, man.
we gonna run it back on you.
Listen.
You went from 1 week to not being in the stock market to next week you're back in and
I'm back
everything's
in, baby.
good.
I'm back in. Jay Wall Street's back. They're gonna need a fucking bulldozer to get me out of here.
Oh,
man.
Jesus. Here we go. Well, you can find me on Instagram, Paula Parata, the Soupy Podcast on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Thank you for all the YouTube subscribers. We're well over 1,000 subscribers now. We're at like almost 300,000 views for the year. And we did 1.5 last year. So we're on, 1.5 million. So we're on our way.
We are.
And thank you for coming, Manolo.
Appreciate it. Dope combo.
Support the Patreon. If you drop that $5, you'll get this episode today. If not, you gotta wait till Monday. The video will be out tomorrow. And Manolo, anytime you want to come on, you're welcome.
Definitely.
Anytime you want to talk about the Nets,
right?
You know what I'm gonna do? This is what I'm gonna do. You are gonna come back on, but I'm gonna bring AG on.
Yeah, bring AG.
And I'm gonna just let y'all talk shit for an hour.
Yeah, and tell him to wear the blue and orange.
I'm going to intentionally make this happen. AG the Corner versus Manolo Rose.
One time
Nets versus Knicks.
One time to fuck with Knicks fans, I made a custom-made James Dolan jersey.
Oh my god!
No, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna invite him onto the show. I'm gonna invite Manolo onto the show.
Right.
And I'm just gonna let them go at it.
Right.
This is the spark's gonna fly.
No doubt.
Anyway, we'll check y'all next week. Ciao, Soupy Podcast. That's a great idea. I'm gonna do that.